MP. Let's go.
On top of the daily reward. You didn't like it?
Charlotte, all the way, baby!
Well, Grant, it's still early in the season, but when you're on a team, do you have a good sense of where you stand in the league at this point?
Well, it's hard to say. The year is just getting started. You just never know about injuries, trades, chemistry, how it all comes together. So I think most players aren't too concerned with the standings just yet.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock, he's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Plumlee against Simons. Connects on the foul line jumper.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
D. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. He's got 5.
You know, as a playmaker, Ball can look off the defender and drop dimes with either hand.
Lillard passes to Nurkic. Now Lillard puts up a 3. Washington grabs the miss. Pass to Hayward. Here's D. Here's Plumlee, defended by Nurkic. Here's D. And the Hornets, another 3.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
There's Simons with a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Winslow. And he got the whistle on the wing.
Number 7, first personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Portland, Justice Winslow at the line. 2 shots.
Prepared and on alert.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And when it comes to their up-tempo play, do the Hornets' youthfulness play a part in that, you think, Clark?
There's no question about it, B.A. I mean, a younger squad definitely, I think, means more natural energy. So they've got more gas in that tank. Their amber light rarely comes on. And they can really outwork more experienced, older teams in some cases.
Now here's Lillard. Last game, 26 points for him.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Here's Ball. And he makes it on the layup.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
Portland has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Nurkic. Now Winslow. There's Simons with a 3. Washington grabs the miss.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Here's Plumlee. Washington, a screen on Simons. Ball finds Washington. Ball outside. Over Simons. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Ball's got his second. basket of the night.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away. You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Hayward outside, takes the three, and the Hornets, another three.
When you let a team knock that.
Portland with the timeout.
When MP gets this hot, he's got to get out of his way.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Now here's Simons. In the game against Miami, very impressive. The ball's knocked loose. Ball with it. Washington right side. Pass to D. Hayward outside. Just 5 on the clock. Out left to the wing. Here's D. That's in. Coming off an assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 3rd assist of the night.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
LaMelo Ball is must-see TV. He is so much fun to watch. An exciting young all-star, plays with such verve and confidence. And his passing ability incredible. And as a result, he's in the highlight reel more often than not.
Pass to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
He looks really solid, Coach.
Pass to Winslow. Lillard with the ball. Will it go? Fires in the triple. And talking about LaMelo, his game has caught the attention of the legend, Magic Johnson.
There were few that did it anywhere near the level that Magic did it at, with his enthusiasm and creativity as a passer and that winning karma that he brought to the Lakers. And he likes LaMelo's basketball IQ and actually even compared LaMelo to himself, which to me is the highest order of praise.
So it's Portland now. After the basket by Charlotte, here's Lillard. Plumlee pulls down the board.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Inside. And here's the fast break. Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Just so lethal in the open floor. I mean, Lillard is impossible to keep up with given his speed and athleticism.
Now here's Washington. Hayward outside. Pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now Portland with it. They trail by 18. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Here's Washington. After the basket by Portland. That one goes. Count it. Washington's got his second bucket on the night.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far. Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Here's Plumlee. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Plumlee's gotten his second bucket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Simons. Very solid offensive production, averaging 18 points a game. Can't hit it from 12 feet.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Here's D. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Nurkic. 17 points in his last outing. Outside Winslow. Now it's Hart. Clock at 6. Nurkic, a screen on Hayward. Here's Hart. Here's Nurkic. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
And for Nurkic, one of his key attributes, the ability to keep the play alive on the glass.
There's the drive. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Personal foul. First
The
team.
franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
That the Hornets were the best passing team last season.
BA, let's go to the numbers. I mean, they average the most assists per game in the league. And it's not just one guy. This is a team that's full of guys who can drop dimes.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. And here are the Trailblazers now. After the basket by Charlotte. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Sharp. Grant with a screen on Rozier. Sharp, no good. Here's D. Here's Jones. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Boy, I love it.
The Trailblazers. 14. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Hornets team.
Great job coaching, MP. Way to go, coach.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Gabriel Deck, and it's Rozier in at the shooting guard position. That's the Hornets 5. Pass to Little. Let's go with a 3. That shot off the mark, and the Hornets going the other way now. They defeated Washington in their last game.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, because you well know means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
Here's Sharp. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Payton. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Pass to Rozier. Here's D. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's Watford. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Knocks it loose. Pass to D. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from three.
Basket's good.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Sharp. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Deck with a rebound. Here's D. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Payton. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting only 36% so far in this game. Grant with a screen on Jones. Here's Watford. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Payton finds Grant. Misses from close range. Charlotte has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Pass to Deck. Here's D. Oubre on the wing. He had 9 points in his last time out. D gets the bucket.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Pass to Rozier. Here's D. That's 29 for him. Here's the three. And the Hornets, another three.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
There's a screen. Left side Payton. Shot to stop the run. And it's good on the lay-in. Payton's got 8 points in the quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Watford. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Rozier. Here's Jones. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Jones has got 8 points.
When Rozier is seeing the floor that well, makes everything easier for him and his team.
Pass to Sharp. Payton with a screen on Rozier. Here's Sharp. And the shot goes.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Jones. Out to Oubre. Here's Deck. An 11-point game for him in the win against Washington. Rozier left side for three. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Trailblazers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's D. He's coming off a 40-point game against Washington.
In total command of the offense, the passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Here's Grant following the bucket by the Hornets. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. So Charlotte ends up going with it.
Substitution on the court.
MP claiming that 99. You 99, MP.
it's Charlotte making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Happy you could join us. First up, let's talk about the players of the week. And guys, what's impressed you most about these two recently?
You know, if you add them together, they almost look as dominant as me back in the day.
Yeah, how long ago was that?
Not that long. I'm still a young man, Kenny.
And now looking at that first half, what an impressive performance so far for the Hornets.
This offense has been off the charts good. I mean, we're seeing player movement, ball movement, guys are getting in the right spots and spacing on the floor.
Just an incredible first. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, the Trailblazers shooting just 38% for this game so far. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Josh Hart is out there with Justice Winslow. And it's Nurkic in at the 5.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Washington. That's in. Coming off an assist from Hayward. Washington's got 8 points.
Boy, with good mechanics and a nice high release point, Washington has a pretty advanced mid-range game.
Count it.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Hayward outside. Deflected. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Nurkic. Nurkic a screen on ball. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 8 rebounds in the game. Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Lillard passes to Nurkic. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. He has 6.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Pass to Plumlee. Now Ball. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Hart. D pulls it in. The Hornets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. To the middle. It's stolen by Nurkic. Here's Simons. Pass to Winslow. It's Hart on the wing. Simons outside. Fires from deep. The Hornets pull it in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Sends it home from three-point land.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Nurkic a screen on Hayward. Hart passes to Nurkic.
And use of Nurkic, a solid role.
P.J. Washington, first personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Portland, Yusuf Nurkic at the line for 2.
That's the defense we need, boys.
Both teams making substitutions here. Timeout called, Portland. They're losing by 25. 34 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Here's Winslow. Count it from distance.
Winslow.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bouknight. Here's D. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Hello, who's got questions for me? Yeah, hold on. How about we go with my homie over here?
Nice game tonight. What was the key to your success out there?
My My man John always got the good questions, man. I can always depend on you, brother. Yeah, I mean, this team trusts each other, to be in the right spot at the right time and to make the right decisions as well. When that happens, it brings the best out of everybody on that floor.
Always a team player. Thanks, MP.
Not a problem.
What happens if an effort like tonight isn't enough?
Enough for what?
Enough to win.
I mean, okay, if that happens, I'll do what I always do. Go back with my team and figure out what we need to do to get better. Nothing changes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All done? All right, thanks, guys.
Hey, MP, can I get a favor? My insurance won't cover this.
All right. I'm dubious, but I appreciate your passion.
Nine MP.
Oh, you guys turned it on tonight and didn't let up. Really great game. What did it feel like?
Nate, let me tell you this. We developing that killer instinct. So instead of letting teams hang around and giving them hope, we turning it up on them and we shutting them down. And that's what it takes to become a contender.
Okay, so you feel like this is a preview of how you're gonna play in the postseason?
I sure hope so. Nate, obviously the opposition gonna get tougher, but so will we. We are improving every week, and come playoff time, we expect to stand toe-to-toe with anyone in the league.
Ooh, can't wait to see that.
Come on, it's coming, man.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Good game tonight. They really struggled to get you under control on the offensive end.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
They sure did. So how did you do it?
I give a lot of credit to the guys on the bench tonight. They really came out and brought energy, especially on the defensive end. When you can take out your starters and not lose any of that intensity, it makes, winning a lot easier.
Oh, come on, you're being modest. The bench was great because you were the star tonight.
Thanks, Candace. But I'm just trying to play my role, My teammates were telling me to shoot more, and I just tried to listen. I can't expect to score like this every night, but we are trying to win every game.
Well, keep playing like this, and it won't be a problem.
And I'll bring more games. Exactly. I want to see more consistency.
Get after it, MP.
Feeling you, MP.
With so much of the season still in front of us, Smitty, what does the main focus have to be for a team on any given night?
Well, winning's never a bad idea, Kevin. These games mean just as much now as they do in April. You can work on rotations and chemistry, but don't let it cost you wins.
Plumlee with some nice D. Here's Ball. Pass to Plumlee. Here's D. Washington trying to break free. And he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from D.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Now here's Butler. He takes it in, and that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. Hero finds Butler. Shot clock at 6, and that one is good.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
Here's D. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Good on the triple.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
Now here's Butler. In the corner, it's Martin. Knocks down the three ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And it's Washington missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now here's Ball. Following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Here's D. And another three for Charlotte.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Now Ball. Following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. Passes it to D. There's the triple. And another three for Charlotte.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against Portland. And there's the pass to Hero. Pulls up on the wing. Miami no good on that time either.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Ball with the bucket.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Here's Butler, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. To stop the run, and it's Butler with the jam.
I like the way he came off that pick, been able to stay on balance, rise up, and knock down the shot.
Pass to Washington. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best. We're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
David, thanks. We appreciate the information. Guys, what do you think about their emphasis on shooting coming in?
Listen, if you can get really good shot quality, being efficient, I think they can be successful with that strategy.
They have to be patient and a willingness to make the next pass when the shot isn't there.
Hornets leading by 9. Pass to Hayward. from 11 feet away, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now, Hero, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Yurtsevin passes to Hero. To the left side wing. Shakes him. Lowry can't get it to go.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And it's ball in the corner. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Just wait. Just wait.
And it's Victor Oladipo in for Butler. The Hornets also changing it up. Deck comes in for Plumlee, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Now here is Lowry. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Good ball movement here by Miami. Oladipo against Oubre. Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
In terms of set plays, this is where Dedmon shines, rolling hard off the screen.
Top of the key. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Now, Hero. Last game we saw him score 14. Back to Dedmon. Lays it up off the glass. Dedmon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Off the pick, Hero loves to rise and fire, but that time he becomes the playmaker.
Kicks at the ball. Washington with a screen on Hero. Ball from long range. Good on the three-point shot. Ball's got 5 now.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early. Well, we know how Tyler Hero's a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the Sixth Man of the Year winner, he really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
Now Ball. After Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. And that one's good. D.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Heat trail by 15. And Greg, you look at the playoff shooting percentages for Hero, tailing off from his regular season number.
And Kevin, that's not uncommon for a younger player, but the playoffs are what matters. And to be a star, that's when you've got to deliver.
Here's Oladipo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Nimble play there from Oladipo in the paint, navigating around the defense and getting that one to go.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And while you can't get it all back in one possession, just stay after it, keep attacking, and see what happens.
Now here's Oubre. 11-point game his last outing. Over Dedmon, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Ball against Hero. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Clock at 6. Pass to Martin. From past the arc. That one, no good. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets finding a 15-point.
Your Miami Heat, 13. The away team, 28.
Firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game
doing all right.
Can't hold this lead.
Checked in for Terry Rozier, and it's D in for Dennis Smith. The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Martin is out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Lowry in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Washington passes to D. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
The pass to Butler. Hands the 12-footer. Butler's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
And it's D missing. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Heat. 15-point game. Hero from long range. Bouknight with the rebound.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. That reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Washington finds ball. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
A minute 20 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Hero. No good on the 3.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Stolen by Martin. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Dedmon. This will play
Defensive foul. Gabriel Deck. First personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Now at the line, Dwayne Dedmon. If a player is fouled on a made basket as he goes to the free throw line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Pass to Deck. Here's D. He's covered by Hero. Got that one up quick. 22 points for D.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Outside, Hero. Dedmon. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Pass to D. And here is Bouknight. Washington with this screen on Butler. Bouknight with the bucket.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hero from long range. Bouknight with the rebound.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Shoots. Again, the Hornets score.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what...
66.
Hey, folks.
Guys are like Ernie. They just have irreplaceable skill sets. Adebayo can initiate your offense, switch 1 through 5, control the glass. He's tough. How you going to make up for that?
Now let's talk about our game tonight. A nightmare of a first half for the Heat.
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You'd think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, you just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be
Enough, MP. We're going to put a stop to you right now.
Do you like seeing those games where there is no love lost, where there is some bad blood and some contention?
Kevin, I love it. Yes, friends off the court, but on the court, you got to go at each other. And when it's over, win or lose, you leave it right there and you go back to being friends.
Hero, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. The forwards are Hayward and Washington. LaMelo Ball is out there with D. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shots good by Hero.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
Hornets leading by 18. D passes to Hayward over Butler. And Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got 8 points.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Passes it to Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws.
Good call on that, Red.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Now at the line, Jimmy Butler.
Steals. He is so committed to forcing you to make mistakes with the ball. You know, with a strong presence, great toughness, Jimmy Butler has a major effect on the culture of your team.
He gets that one. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Lowry kicks to Yurtseven. Left side, Butler. And again, it's the Heat missing. Hornets leading by 20. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. There's Ball with the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Yurtseven's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Lowry has it in the corner. Now the pass to Butler. 6 to shoot. Over Washington. Butler finds Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
Coming into his own from distance, Hero is money.
D passes to Washington. Again, the Hornets score.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Lowry against Ball. Pass to Lowry. Back to Hero. Heat moving the ball around. Yurtseven passes to Hero. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Hero produces across the board. Some guys have potential, others just get it done.
For 3, and the 3 is knocked down. Deep ball good, and a nice shot from D.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why?
now for Charlotte.
Substitution on the court.
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
You know you're gonna cool down, MP. You know it.
And the layup's good off the glass. Ball's got 11 points.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Here's Hero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Efficient.
Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Now at the line, Tyler Hero. 2.
And Hero drops them both. And so it's Charlotte out in front by 17 points.
Your Miami Heat, 77. The visiting team, 94.
The forwards are Oladipo and Butler. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. And it's Yurtseven in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Able to create off the pick and roll. Oladipo, this is how you move the ball in these sets.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
And he makes that one. The Heat trail by 17. Pass to Yurtseven. Passes to Hero. Count that one. Hero's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Wasted no time on that one. 30 points for D.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Again, the Heat good for 2.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Here's D, and it's the Hornets another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
For Miami, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Now Oladipo outside Hero. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the pass to D. From the arc. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Pass to Yurtseven. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
Miami calls timeout. Come on, fans. Let's give a huge mighty welcome to the Heat Breaker Dance Crew. Let's hear it for your Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
Comes in for P.J. Washington. Dex checked in for Kelly Oubre. And Bouknight comes in for Ball. Heat shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Dedmon. Now, here's Strus. And he overshot that one, missing.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
D passes to Williams. Here's Jones, and Jones with the stuff.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Dedmon dishes to Robinson. Passes it to Vincent. Can they get it? And again, it's the Heat missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Next shot is good.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
The pass to Strus. Here's Dedmon. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup.
Staying aggressive on the offensive boards. Dedmon's a tough guy to box out there.
Here's D, and it's the Hornets another three.
And every time you think he can't hit another,
Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Vincent, pass to Strus. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars.
Good! Another from three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Here's Deck. Here's the three. And again for three.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Dedmon kicks to Robinson. And just miss after miss right now.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Heat shooting 43% for the game. Lays it up and banks it in.
Rushing off the contact well. Duncan Robinson is getting better at scoring while under pressure.
Shoots the three. Good! Another from three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had. And the Heat call time here.
It's time to get on your feet.
Jimmy Butler has checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Duncan Robinson. The Hornets also changing it up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Williams. And Smith subbed in for D. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Hey, man, I don't got a lot of time, just so you know.
Okay, so I'll get right to it. How much would you say you contributed to this win?
I mean, I think I played my role well. You know, Coach trusted me to get us organized out there, and I take that responsibility very serious. You know, I'm always in my guys' ears calling out plays, letting them see what I see, so it's big.
I mean, how big would you say?
Well, man, I can't put a number on it, but everyone's job is important on this team. Regardless of how many points you score or how many minutes you play, everyone's job is important.
Hey, MP. So what was your favorite part of tonight's win?
You know, John, with every win, you know, it brings us one step closer to bring this amazing city a championship, you know? So from that perspective, my favorite part was when the clock struck 0, and we knew we had it in the bag at that point, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're doing, man. Taking nothing for granted.
Never.
Good stuff, MP.
Thank you.
Surprise, surprise, our old friend MP is back in the news again. This time, well, because of a report from our friend Nate White of the Daily Horn that states, people familiar with high-ranking voices in the front office are hearing that they're disappointed with the lack of leadership MP has shown thus far in his career. Something that was supposed to be his calling card coming out of college. So what do you guys think? Has MP been a bad leader at the NBA level?
Guess who's been saying this since day one? Me, yours truly. Anyone who has a bad athlete claims they're a great leader. It's the oldest trick in the book. And I'm not one bit surprised that his so-called leadership abilities disappeared soon as he stepped up his level of competition. It's hard to lead when you can't stay on the floor.
Perk, have you even watched him play this year?
I've seen enough.
Okay, what's his true shooting percentage?
I have to look it up.
How many paint touches does he have a game? How many pull-up threes has he taken? What's his off-ball defense been like?
JJ, do you really want me to answer those questions? Or are you having a meltdown?
A little bit of both.
Do I need to call a doctor?
No, you don't need to call the doctor. My point is, I don't know how anyone who's watched MP play this year could question his leadership abilities. Not only has he earned a right to start, he's playing winning basketball. He's been great in the community. He's done everything this organization has asked of him, and then some. That's not leadership to you?
Great in the community, winning basketball leadership? I'm sorry, but skateboarding with a bunch of children isn't what I call getting involved in the community. And it sure in the heck isn't leadership. What he's doing on the what is he doing on the skateboard anyway?
Hey, he's not bad.
Is he going to break his neck?
Listen, I just think it's ridiculous to question a rookie's leadership a few months into his career.
He's a young player.
Yeah, and I was actually talking about this with Joakim Noah on my podcast.
He knows Joakim Noah.
And he said that nobody MP's age should be asked to be their team's leader. It takes time to earn that role at this level. By that measure, MP's way ahead of the curve.
As someone, JJ, who won a championship.
Oh, here we go.
I could tell you what you're saying right now is a bunch of nonsense.
What do championships have to do with it? Patrick Ewing doesn't have a championship. Steve Nash doesn't have a championship. Do you know more about basketball than them because you got the 6th most minutes on the 2008 Celtics?
Wow.
Shots fired.
Whoa. There's no need for the insults, JJ.
The more I think about it, the more your anti-MP stance makes zero sense to me. If anything, you should relate to him. You didn't have the greatest physical gifts either, but you were consistent, you worked harder than anybody, and you maximized your skill set. People wanted you on their team because you were a great teammate and you had a winning mentality. How is that different than MP?
Well, first of all, JJ, I appreciate the compliments. But if the Celtics passed on Shep Owens to draft me, I think they were crazy too. He's that dude. Carry on.
Assuming